to onlinegrooming.school.com. My name's Brianna, and today on this film we're actually going to learn how to groom a chow chow. So it's going to be a lot of fun, so tune in. So right now I want to show you what tools we are going to use on him. So if you look down the table here below, you'll see everything set up. Now chows are big dogs. We have a cool lube to make sure our blades stay cool. We have our rake to get the undercoat underneath all his thick hair.
So chows have an undercoat then?
Yes, they have two coats, so they take a while to dry. We have our thinning shears right here to get underneath the undercoat also. We have our slicker brush. We have a large one and a small one. The small one is for the feathers, the large one is for the body. We have our blades here, our number 10s, on how to shave the sanding trim, all that kind of stuff. Our chow is all prepared, bathed, and everything for us, so we will not be showing the sanding trim, but we are going to be showing you how to do the feather work and everything on him, and then also a line cut on him. So we will show you how to use that. We have our greyhound comb, which you can also, a lot of groomers call it a fluffer comb, but we use this a lot. And then when we do the feathers, we have our handy dandy scissors. We have the 8.5-inch curved scissors here. And then we have the 7.5 straights.
Okay.
Excuse me. Then we have our handy book by Sam Cole. Just like everywhere else, like all the other videos we're using, we have it in there. We have it marked. Excuse me, tickle in the throat. We have a chow chow page marked here. So here's our chow chow. They are the most dog that looks like a bear. They have round ears, they have a full undercoat, big chest. You will see this. So in here you'll see every number marked on him, what we're supposed to do to the paws, what we're supposed to do to the ears, what we're supposed to do to the mane, everything, all the feather work and everything. So when we see these numbers here, it actually shows you over here these numbers of what to do in those steps that they're numbered on.
So this is the pattern of a chow.
This is the pattern, yeah.
How to clip them, just like you would use a pattern to maybe sew a shirt or cut cut the material, the cloth, and then make the shirt.
We'll go right from there.
Okay.
So there we go. We'll go get our chow for you.
Alrighty. So I'll go ahead and pause, and we'll grab the chow.
Here's Capone, the chow I was just talking about. Say hi, Capone. He's got a cute face. He is a little love bum. He's not like a true chow. He's all love. So here on the chow, what we're going to show you right now on this chow, we're going to show you how to do the feather work on them. And feather work is going to be the back end, the back feathers behind the hook. It's going to be the toe hair, a little bit of the skirt, front feathers behind the front legs. And what they get their whiskers taken off their face.
Not like a cat.
Not like a cat. You don't take, yeah. You watch the cat video, you'll see you're not supposed to take those off. And then what you do is you actually take a lot of these feathers off around the ears with your thinning shears to make them look a little more round, so they look more like a bear. When these guys are puppies, they look like a little black bear walking around.
So then if somebody just wants their dog groomed.
Yeah, you bring them in, bathe them, wash them really good because of their undercoat. Fluff dry them. You're going to be using this rake when you dry them, and just brush them really good when you dry them. And then you do the feather work, and he's ready to go.
And that's it.
And that's it.
And then after that, we're going to do the line clip.
Then the owner of this dog actually wants a line cut done on him, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Half his body is going to be shaved. So we'll show you that step after we've done the feather work.
With the lion tail?
With the lion tail, they do. They want the lion pom-pom on the tail.
Okay, let's get started.
Let's get started. So what I'm going to first do, I'm going to get started on his feathers. I always work from the back up. It's okay, Capone. So it's always okay to talk to them when they're on the table.
I see you wrapped your left arm
under
around.
like this.
Under?
Like this.
Uh-huh.
I grab his tail through here and hold him up. So I have control.
Wonderful.
So there you go.
Practice, practice.
Exactly. So in the back feathers, I am going to be using my 8.5-inch curves. And you can go up, you can go down, whatever you feel more comfortable with. I feel comfortable with down. And what you do, feathers naturally grow on a curve, so you want to keep them looking as natural as possible. And that's why you're using your curved scissors, to go around and clean them up. Now, a lot of breeds request this, a lot of Aussies, a lot of Golden Retrievers, and you always want to stay this way.
So Golden Retrievers as well.
Yes, a lot of large breeds. Yes. And comb it back. It's very important. You do not want to go this way because your scissors are going against the grain. You're going to be making lines in here. So always have your scissors going with the grain at all times. Now what you can do, take a little bit of this puff off up here. Is on, keep with the grain and lightly skim over down. And then you will grab your greyhound comb, fluff up the bottom feathers on the back hook, which is the hook is right here. See here? We're going to trim in between my fingers. With my straight scissors. Straights. And you'll see, brush it back if you have to, and take another take at it. That's what it looks like. So you can step back, take a look at the feathers. I see I need a little more attention right in this general area right here, which is fine. So I'm going to do a little bit more attention right in this area because I can see a little bit of fluff going on. But that's, now, every dog is different. Check it out on the feathers, on the rest of the body. You might leave longer on one breed than the other. Every dog is different. But on him, because he has such a full coat on the body, I would just leave it like that length. You see how it curves in and it's cleaned up down here.
Wonderful.
Then you get the brush up the toe hair. And what you're getting for is the toe hair between the toes. He doesn't have too much. He has a little bit. And what you do, you get your thinning shears, these guys, and go between the toe hair and just go back, just hold the scissors there and work the scissors. And what the thinning shears does, it automatically blends the toes. So, no toe hair sticks up. It's a lot cleaner, just like the rest of the paw. There we go. Then you move down to the skirt. And he has a little bit of baby hair going on down here. So you just kind of put your scissors, your straight scissors, on an angle and just lightly clean it up. Hold your scissors steady. And you're just going to lightly clean up. Good boy, Capone. Yeah, it's a good boy. There you go. That's what the skirt's going to look like. So now we're going to move. Walk in front of the camera here. I want to work on the front feathers. You give me a hug? What? You smelling me? What are you doing? You goofball. So now we have the feathers here. Now you see that they naturally grow on an angle like this. So we're going to cut them the way they naturally grow. Straight, keep them at an angle, and work all the way down so they stay even. Now because of the undercoat, make sure you brush again and take another take at it. Just like that. Now we're going to do the toe hair again. Capone, give me a paw. Good boy. I know. Ticklish between your toes? You ticklish? Yeah? You're a good boy. Just make sure to grab all the loose hair so it doesn't look straggly. There we go. So that's one side of them. The legs, skirt, front legs.
And that's all you do, legs,
on the
skirt,
body, yes. And then we're going to
legs.
do the ear. I'm working one side at a time.
So you bathe, dry, Dry them really good. Make sure the hair is brushed out.
Make sure he's very brushed out, very good.
Leg, skirt, and ears.
And then you're gonna get your thinning shears, and you're gonna go right around the ear to make them look cleaner. What it'll do, it will make them look more round like a bear, like when they're puppies.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, Capone. Good boy.
So we just use the thinning shears.
So yes, you do want to use your thinning shears around the ears. It makes them look really round. You don't want to go crazy and make them bald, but you do just want to take off the edges. Capone? So you see, if he holds his ears up, you'll see the difference between, see this right here, compared to that ear.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Now we're going to go to the other side.
And that's it.
And that's it.
You don't touch anything on the face?
We're going to touch the whiskers up.
And how about his fur on the face itself?
No. We actually leave his mane alone.
The mane stays alone,
The
huh?
mane stays alone. Capone?
Okay.
He wants to look the other way today. Capone. So you get your scissors. He's like, no. And you actually, what are you doing? He's like, oh, it's my nose. Okay. And then we're just going to stay. He doesn't have any hair underneath his jaw, so it's really hard to control. Because normally you grab a dog right here, so you kind of have to just grab his kind of throat area and just kind of don't cut until you feel 100% like you're safe. Stop. Good boy. You want to snip the scissors, huh? Yeah. You just trim them up. There we go. The whiskers off. There we go. There we go. They don't have to be bald, but they're just a lot shorter, so they're not as noticeable. You always can get a wet towel if you want, a damp towel, and kind of wipe the eye gackies if there's any there. Or you can just use your fingers, it's okay. There we go. And I'll go to the other side. It's okay, Capone. It's okay. Good boy. So I'll also hold my hand underneath his belly, all the way through to grab his tail on the other side, just so I have control so he's not pulling this way. Just like we did the other side, we are going to use our curved scissors. And last time I went down, I'll show you how to go up this time. Use your curves, you just lightly go up, always go with the grain. Have control of your scissors. You notice my only thumb's moving, so you'll see that in the hygiene exercises, how to scissor your properly. So a lot of customers actually do just want their feathers and their animal cut. That's fine. For the heat, that's fine, as long as, you know, they come in, get a nice cool bath. But especially for the summertime, it's actually really good to get your chow shaved, just for the heat wise. So now we're done there. I'm gonna go down, brush up the bottom feathers, just like we did last time, between the hook and my finger, between the paw pad. Use your curved scissors and take it off. If you forget to take this off, it makes your job look very incomplete. That it looks sloppy. It's a little step, but it's very crucial. There we go. There's his back feather. I'll go between his toes now with my brush and my thin shears. Skirt now. If you're doing the other side, my straight scissors, and just lightly skin.
So you're matching it from both sides.
I'm looking at both sides here. Make sure no hair is sticking out. Yep.
Huh.
You know, this big long hair hanging down here. Oops, I missed it. So you just want to make sure you cover every angle. So here's his front feathers here. Bring them out. And make sure to take off the angle so that they naturally grow. Good boy, Capone. Yes, you're a good boy. Yes, you are. And you always want to make sure that they're even on both sides. So what I'll do is I'll go to the other side right now and check out to make sure that they're even. Good. This is the toe hair. Good boy. Yes. You're ticklish, huh? You're ticklish in your front toes. So a lot of chows are known to be aggressive. They have a reputation of that. But a lot of chows now have been bred out of that. So when you take a chow in, you can ask the owners, you know, has he ever been aggressive or anything like that. But you will find a lot more calming chows that have been just big love muffins now that you don't have any problems with. They're nothing to be scared of. Just move slow if you're nervous of them, but nothing to be overly scared of. I haven't came across an aggressive chow yet, so we're doing good. So now I'm going to do the other ear. Lift it up. You get your thinning shears. We're going to go along this line right here, along the edge of the ear. So my other hand, this hand's actually on the edge of the leather, so I can't cut his ear. And we're going to get this piece right here. Kind of looks straddly. There we go. Now I'm going to get his other whiskers, and then this steps are done. Good boy. Good boy, Capone. Good boy. Good boy. There we go. Let's take an overlook of them, make sure we didn't miss anything. But other than that, that is the feather trimming of a chow. So if you've done all those steps, he is all ready to go home, if that's what the customers ask for. You can put a cute bandana, you can put some cologne on him if the customer says it's okay. And he is ready to go out on Night on the Town. So here we have Capone. Now if you take a look around, take a little tour of him, you'll find that half of him is shaved. Now we want to show you a before and after. So we'll show you how to accomplish this side. So you'll see the line cut here. Now we used a 10 on the body, and I went down to about his hook right here.
The hook?
Yep, right here. And he comes to the shoulder blades. So you can actually feel the shoulder blades right on his back, and that's where the line should come. The best thing to do is actually to stop a little before so that this falls over the shoulder blades. Like that.
Looks like you can put hairspray on it.
Exactly. Put some mousse or whatever.
Put some mousse.
Yeah.
What a cut. Look at that.
So this is his line
Capone.
cut. Hey, bud.
Yeah.
He knows his name. He's a good boy. And then you'll notice in the back we have a lion tail back here. And we did a palm on the tail. We went down and stopped.
How far down do you stop usually?
Depending on how long the tail is, you can always go like an inch to about 2.5 inches down. Now his tail is a little bit shorter. A chow tail probably goes about this long.
About there, okay.
Yeah. So his has been docked.
Okay.
So then we are going to show you how to accomplish this on the other side.
Okay.
So we're going to get our 10 blades going. You always go with the grain.
So we use a 10 with the grain.
Yeah. Okay, Capone. I always have my hand underneath his leg to support him.
Let me get a shot of that, Brianne.
Go in.
You go in.
It's between his legs.
Okay.
I have my hand inside of his
Gotcha.
thigh.
And what are you touching inside?
His thigh.
Just his thigh?
Yep, just in here.
Okay.
So now we're going to turn on low.
Low.
And go with the grain. And see what we find. It's like finding gold in here. You always go with the grain. Go down because the hair grows on an angle. You don't want to go straight down because you will get some ugly lines. And just go slow. You don't know what you're going to find in here. So you always want to go slow. Grab the danger area on his flank in here. And go down. Looks like he has had a little hot spot irritation here. So let's shave that off so air can get to it and heal.
Okay. Do you put any medication on it, or do you suggest anything?
Myself, not on a hot spot. Just keep them from chewing it. You can always put a little oil in their food so that their skin kind of naturally goes and moisturizes their skin. Depending on the dog, doesn't matter what oil. You can use vegetable oil, any kind of oil. You always go with the grain. Always remember to check your blade, make sure it's not hot. That's one of the most common things groomers do, is use a hot blade and they give a clipper burn. Stay there, Capone. You always have your back up here. You see, notice my hand never leaves the dog, just in case you don't want to get little antsy on the table. I'll bring it over here and put it on.
Let the other one cool down.
Exactly, it's cooling down right now. But watch out for that danger area, the flank. Always hold it.
I guess we talk a lot about the flank and the pet hygiene video.
Yeah, we do. It's one of the most common places that are nicked because it's so thin. It's one of the hardest places to get stitches. If you make an accident there, it's because it always is stretched. So you don't want to make an accident on there. You just want to make sure the legs are even, so I'm going to go down as low as the other side. Want the legs even. You got a bare butt now.
Great.
He's looking back like, guys, what are you doing back there on my back? And then we're gonna work our way up here now. A lot of hair.
Now that's a double coat, right?
Yes. A lot of chows you'll see, he's actually a lot silkier than a lot of them. A lot of them are kind of very furry, a lot of curly hair, a lot of undercoat. He's actually very well kept chow. His dad must brush him a lot to get the undercoat out, and no mats in him at all. Now we want to make sure to keep this line going. So I'm going to even it up here, make sure I'm even, and slowly make my way down. Good boy. There we go. See his hand falling up this way. Good. Let's see out of the camera. And you can go back, touch up any areas that you see any hair going on. Just kind of clean it up. We actually have the length right now. May actually go a little bit shorter here.
I'm sorry to ask you this question.
Yeah.
Don't mean to offend you or anyone out there, but what do you do with this penis area?
You just shave it. You pull it down. You just lightly shave it. Make sure your blade's not hot, but poor little guy gets. You want to be quick because they don't really like you being there.
They don't. I guess not.
So he's like,
he's
yeah,
saying, "Hey, get out of there."
So, yeah, you just hold it lightly and just make sure you're not using a hot blade on it because you don't want to. Poor guy, you don't want him to go home with a clipper burn on there. So.
Okay. Well, thank you for again.
You're welcome. You just we're gonna touch up lightly on this side. This side's actually coming out a little bit more than I like. So now we're gonna blend. So you'll notice how kind of sloppy it looks right now, kind of messy. Take a little time, and you're gonna get your rake. just right here. And you're going to bring this back, brush it back.
So we grab the blade, not the...
Just the rake, the comb.
Just the rake.
And your curved scissors. What you're going to do, you turn your scissors backwards. The arch is going this way.
Uh-huh.
And where you're going to... He's too interested in something going on. He's probably looking at his sore spots. You finally can reach him now. Go around, and we're going to do that with that. And what this technique does, it automatically blends the hair to fall over like that, compared to like looking like that. So take a couple takes at it, pull it back more, and if you want to go down, you can. Just make sure the scissors are always staying at the angle you're using them at. Go around underneath the rib cage. Go around. This is sticking out up here, so you just make sure that they both match up on both sides. Now it's important to do this. I've had a lot of people ask if they can sit when you do this. You cannot do a line cut properly when they're sitting. You have to have them standing. What will happen is you will, he's saying hi to the camera. Capone. If they're sitting down, this line will end up being way up here. So you always have to make sure that they're standing up to get the proper line.
Proper length on it.
Because you don't want it way up here going on an angle. You want it going around looking like a little jacket on them. So now, last step on this is you're going to fluff it up a little bit. Hold your scissors on an angle, and you're going to lightly go around to blend. Go with the grain. Go into the coat. And what this does, it blends a lot better. You'll see that. Just like that. And what you can do, last step on the coat, is just kind of fluff it up here. Use your curved scissors like this and just kind of, on an angle, lightly clean up any loose hairs. And when you're doing your exercises, you should be able to do this because you've got exercise using your scissors along. There you go. And that, now what you can do, last step on here, you can, on the legs, back here you have that little ridge where you stopped with the 10. Use your curved scissors just like we did on the mane. Go backwards with the arch and blend the top of the leg. And it'll look like a little bit like he's wearing booties. If you have a girl, another cute thing, what you can do is you can actually stop higher on the girl, and you can blend just like I did here. And what it looks like, she's wearing like knee highs, like boots. And that looks really, really cute with this cut for a girl because it makes it look very feminine. And then you're going to grab the tail, last step. You got the palm on the tail. You twist this tail. Twist it really, really tight. And you're going to use your curved scissors like this. And what this is going to do, it's going to make it round. So then you have this round tail.
Wow.
There you
Look
go.
at that. That is pretty. Very nice.
There is Capone with a lion cut.
Just take a shot with him.
Capone.
Hey, Capone.
Say hi, guys.
Oh, very nice, Brianne.
Thank you. So that's a lion cut on them. Now, if your customer requests they want a mounted lion head, basically exactly the same thing we did. The only difference is all this gets shaved off, and you go to the head right behind the skull. So you actually look like a fluffy head. That's what a mounted head is. And everything else is shaved.
How about the legs and
Everything comes off.
everything comes off?
Everything comes off.
Wow, that's what the mounted line.
That's a mounted. They pretty much look like a bare naked chow running around this big head. So,
Yeah.
so there's a thing. That's the line cut for them.
Well, thank you very much, Brianne. And,
thank you for watching this video, and tune in for other videos. At least watch this video 3 times to get this down, and to be able to know how to properly blend the main into the body. So thank you for watching.